Hi. In my last video, I confessed to seeing myself in the prideful attitude of the disciples during the ministry of Jesus. But one sees a marked difference in Jesus' disciples after his death, actually. So they go from pride to humility. What cured them of their focus on themselves and their own merits? In the Gospels, we hear Jesus telling his closest disciples numerous times that he is going to die, that he is going to be crucified. But they don't understand. Why not? I used to wonder why they didn't get it. And then I just assumed, well, I guess it's just you don't get things until after they happen. The Jews, though, of Jesus' day had expectations regarding the Messiah, what he would do, what he would be like. And they would have heard this taught in the synagogues. They would have heard it read from Scripture. And yet their expectations were wrong. It was not because the Scriptures were wrong, but their understanding, their emphasis, their cherry-picking of favorite texts, the context. So for the same reasons that we get things wrong, and for the same reasons that we need humility, they did as well. Is truth spoken to us? Is it shown to us from the Scriptures when we read the context? And then we don't understand it, though? Do we dismiss what we don't want to accept? Do we not believe because it doesn't meet our expectations? Do we reject what does not line up with what we already think or what we have been taught? What humbled the disciples? A passage that for me, I think if I was a disciple and I was recalling this, it would do the job. So I was going to read John 13, verses 3 to 17. Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he had come from God and was going to God, rose from supper and laid aside his garments, took a towel and girded himself. After that he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel with which he was girded. Then he came to Simon Peter, and Peter said to him, "Lord, are you washing my feet?" And Jesus answered and said to him, "What I am doing you do not understand now, but you will know after this." Peter said to him, "You will never wash my feet." And Jesus answered him, "If I do not wash you, you have no part with me." Simon Peter said to him, "Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head." And Jesus said to him, "He who is bathed needs only to wash his feet, but is completely clean, and you are clean, but not all of you." For he knew who would betray him. Therefore he said, "You are not all clean." So when he had washed their feet, taken his garments, and sat down again, he said to them, "Do you know what I have done to you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you say, 'Well, for so I am.' If I then, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that you should do as I have done to you. Most assuredly, I say to you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor is he who is sent greater than he who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them." So I can just imagine remembering this event, because this is would be one of their last memories of the Lord, that he had washed their feet. I'm going to link to a video that I did based on a reading of Jerry Bridges' book on practice of godliness, and I entitled it, "One of Jehovah's Witnesses Learns to Tremble at the Word. Humility and convictions are compatible." Till the next time.